Now we can take a closer look at voluntary actions. Aristotle writes that what is voluntary is generally very broad, and we can say that it applies to adults as well as to children or even to animals. But what distinguishes humans from other animals is deliberate choice, because only humans possess the ability of making a deliberate choice. We must not confuse deliberate choice with things such as appetite, spirit, belief, or even wish. Aristotle distinguishes between these things by giving examples and explains why they differ from one another. For instance, appetite is concerned with what is pleasant and what is painful, whereas deliberate choice is concerned neither with what is painful nor with what is pleasant. So it cannot be appetite. It cannot also be wish, because we cannot make any deliberate choice involved in impossible things, but we can wish for impossible things. We can only deliberate in things that are up to us and doable in action, but we cannot also deliberate about ends. Aristotle gives an example of a politician and says a politician cannot be concerned with whether to produce a good government. He should take this end as granted and investigate how he can bring this end about. We said that deliberate choice is not the same as wish, so we could say that a good government is the end and the politician can wish for it. But only those things which lie before that end are objects of deliberate choice. Then Aristotle makes an intriguing remark and writes that the activities of the virtues are concerned with these deliberate things. At first glance, it might seem that there is no connection between deliberate choice and virtue, but this is discussed in the second book, where Aristotle examines why virtue and vices are not feelings. Virtues are not feelings because we cannot be called excellent because of our feelings. We cannot be praised or blamed for them, whereas we can be praised for our virtues and be called excellent on account of them. But more crucially, we become angry or feel fear without deliberate choice, whereas the virtues are deliberate choices of a sort, or rather not without deliberate choice. Based on these accounts, we can see the practical side of Aristotle's ethics, and we should act in accord with reason exactly because actions and virtues are related to one another. G.J. Hughes sums this relation very neatly. Fulfillment in life is not something over and above someone's actions which those actions produce. Fulfillment consists in doing what one does just because one sees those actions as noble and worthwhile. Whether someone is good at architecture or sculpture or medicine is determined by the kind of houses or statues or patients they can produce, whereas being good at living a fulfilled life just is being able to live such a life, and living it is not a process one undertakes for the sake of something else which is produced as a result. The point of the good life just is the living of it.